Good morning, everybody. I thought since I kept saying how much I enjoyed the Crusader Cup, I thought I would just get the Crusader Cup out and just enjoy that, because it is such a great coffee. This, for those who don't know, it's a hint of nutty chocolate, butterscotch, and caramel. This is from Bones Coffee, and I believe that they still have these and are still selling them. Along with their other ones, they have a Star Wars set of 3, and then they have a Fallout set of 3. I have the Fallout Chocolate Bar Crunch, which I think that's what it was called, and it's nice. It's not their top tier one, but it certainly is nice. And then they have a tiramisu for Star Wars, which is actually pretty fantastic. And then Wookiee cookie that is fine. Definitely is not my favorite flavor that they put out. This and the key lime that they did for Loki, which was also the key lime pie that they had prior to Loki. They already had a key lime pie flavor, and they just partnered up and made that the flavor, because Loki features a key lime pie in the TV show, the second season. Anyway, sorry, spoilers. Key lime pie is in that show. If you've not seen it yet, you should probably tune in and watch it now. Anyway, the key lime pie is absolutely delicious. This Crusader Cup is definitely one of my favorites. They have a couple of other really good ones. They have a maple bacon one that's really fun and tasty. There's a lot of delicious maple flavor in it. It's flavored coffee without the sweetness. So, and to be honest, I wouldn't even add sweetness to this. I think that it plays so well on its own with the coffee and the flavoring that they put in. So, I'm sorry, this was about 32, maybe 33 grams. We're gonna go for a bigger cup today. So the ratio is 7 grams of coffee to 100 milliliters of water, which means we'll be putting 500 milliliters of water in this funnel. I'm going to take the grind size down just a little bit more. Normally I do it at a 20, which is a medium. I'm gonna go about a medium fine. I wanna see how that changes some of the larger boulders we seem to be getting. It's a conical burr grinder. It's not top of the line. It may have been $130 when I bought it. There are grinders out there of varying shapes, sizes that are $17,000, $18,000. You will not see those unless I link a video on this channel. I'm just letting you know. Someday I might upgrade. Right now though, I want to play with what I got and make it work. So, it's near a 10, probably about a 12. That's the way the clicks go. Clicks go in the middle. Click there, click there. So I'd say it's probably about a 12 on the Encore Barista, and we're gonna see how that goes. Bones Coffee commercials that I see showcase the flavors, and I think that that's all well and good, but they should throw in a, look how easy this is to grind. Look how, if you buy the beans, look how there's like no static. I'd say 0.1% static in there. There's like barely any static, if there is any at all. It doesn't stick to the side of your bowl. You don't need to spritz it. It grinds really easy. I think that they should also kind of focus on that. Sneak that in while they're talking about the flavors. I know the flavors are a big deal, but for a lot of people, it's the mess afterwards. You know, you have a grinder and that's great. Well, if I get beans, there's gonna be like a mess. There's gonna be chaff. I'm gonna have to wash this out. I'm gonna have to bang it out. It's not gonna grind. It's gonna grind weirdly. Barely have I ever had a problem with Bones Coffee's grind, and I have never had a problem with static. And that probably has a lot to do with the process that they use when they go through all the motions of making their coffee, a process which I have no idea what it is. I assume it involves infusion and not elf-like creatures. Got a little time. So I found this. There are a lot of these funny stores popping up at the mall that are kind of Eastern focused, like Japan and Korea and China, with cutesy little things. And I saw this. This is Coffee Bear. And it's a wibble wobble. It's just bendy bouncy, and I'm sure in the hands of a child it would not last 5 minutes. But it is just, and it's a pen. I still have the little blue blob at the end. I haven't taken it off yet. But yeah, it's a pen, and you can change the cartridge inside too. Yeah, it's one of those kind of pens, if you so desired. But it's just, look at this little, and I wish this wasn't like a trademark thing. Wouldn't that be cool to have as a little trademark? Look at the little bear. A little hat, a little coffee furrowed brow. He's wearing an apron with a little, well, I assume that's an apron. That could just be a shirt, I guess, with a little pocket in the middle. He's waving, or he's waving his fist because he wants more coffee. I don't know which, but he's just adorable. He's static. He's melded into the bottom of the plastic, so his little feet are. So he's just adorable. And I just saw him, and I'm like, I have to have this. This is amazing. I think it was like $3. And so, I mean, it's a working pen, but you know, when you got to write checks, it just makes it so much more fun. Some people still write checks, by the way. Just throwing it out there. It's very adorable. I love that. So we had a wonderful weekend. We had a 3-day weekend. Went up to see family in the Cleveland kind of area. More Akron, I guess. I don't know. It's somewhere in that area. I just drive forward and we get there. So with the help of the GPS people. And we had a wonderful time, made brats, just had a fun time visiting and talking. Matt's cousin's husband is absolutely fantastic. I love hanging out with him. He's so much fun. We repaired, or attempted to repair, 2 windshield dings in 2 separate cars, and both turned out completely different. One diminished fairly well, even though I didn't quite do it right. And the other one we did as the instructions completely said, and it didn't seem to diminish it too much. And the problem was they're both of the dings were about this big, and they were in your eye line while you were driving, which is, I hate that. I can't stand that. If I have several little chips in my windshield, and if any of them had gotten into the eye line, I probably would have worked to get that replaced. It's just so hard to see, and it's very distracting. And when car lights are coming at you, sometimes it can refract the light in your eyes, and it gets really, really, really hard to drive at night. So, plus, you have those kind of things, and if the temperature changes, there's a chance it could splinter and crack all the way across, and that's a huge hazard. If that crack gets all the way to the other side. It's not going to splinter and fall in because it is glued, but water's going to get in there, work its way through. It's going to ruin your windshield wipers. I mean, if it gets to a point, it could peel off through it's like a razor at that point. Just peels off parts of your windshield as it goes across. And then that will further ruin your windshield. So, yeah, windshield maintenance, along with tire maintenance, keeps your car going. So, put about that much in there. We'll let it drip down a little bit. So, but yeah, no, we had a wonderful time. It was great. They have a really nice place up there. It's a nice 2-story with a basement, and it's a beautiful home that they've made look even more beautiful. It's on, what, an acre maybe? In a weird, it's one of those weird developments where there's no outlet, and you just kind of go back, and then the last house has like 3 houses on the back of it with a cul-de-sac, and then theirs is like house number 4, but it's not up on top of a hill. It's like actually kind of flat. So it's weird. It's just one of those. We made them in what, 2000, and they were probably several $100,000, if not $1 million homes back at that point. And what's fortunate and unfortunate at the same time, it appears that the people that lived there prior did not take care of the house. So they were able to get it for a fairly decent price. I guess if you ask anyone that's bought a home, did they really get it at a decent price? But, and they've been able to do some wonderful renovations. And they had hail damage and wind damage from a storm, so their roof that they were going to replace got replaced anyway through insurance, which is absolutely fantastic. And then some siding was that way too. So they had the siding replaced because of with insurance because of the wind damage. So, you know, I think they're doing very well, and I'm incredibly happy for them. They've got 2 great kids. Love hanging out with them. They're really good kids. Very funny, very smart. Get bored very easy of us adults now, I think. They're at that age. They're at that age where the adults are just getting a little boring, and I think I'd rather go downstairs and be by myself. Thank you very much. So, but yeah, it was a great weekend. We had a nice time, and that was Sunday. And then on Monday, he went and helped his father plant flowers at his condo. And then I washed the car because the wind was perfect. The sun would come out and then a cloud would block the sun for like 15 minutes. And then the sun would come back out, and it was just absolutely perfect car washing weather. It was a really good weekend. It was a nice 3-day weekend. So that was fun. And then there's a hot chicken place down on Polaris now. Not Hot Chicken Takeover. I think we've kind of given up on Hot Chicken Takeover. Apparently the original owners sold it to a conglomerate or something like that, and now everything's kind of gone to meh. They had this wonderful policy of hiring people that had been incarcerated and that are trying to get their lives back together, and they would hire them and train them and give them skills and pay them and, you know, try to get them in a better place. Well, I mean, the new people are more into making money, apparently, which should not be a surprise for anyone that's ever worked with a conglomerate. I need a coffee cup. There it is. And it's clean. So it was about a 4-minute drawdown, which is, I don't know, that's not too bad, I don't think. All things considered. It took a little longer because I paused in between the two. So I think most people like a 3-minute, maybe 2.5, 3-minute drawdown. I did grind it a little finer. I think I may continue to do that for the Chemex. I do need to clean that thing out, I think, again. I did a sparse cleaning a little while ago when I tapped on it, and I don't know, one of the coffees decided it was gonna leave a bunch inside of the basket, and that was kind of annoying. So, Coffee Bear, what do you think of this coffee? Okay, he agrees with it. That's good. It smells wonderful. This Crusader Cup is great. You should, if you like that kind of stuff, chocolate and butterscotch and caramel, you should definitely get it while it lasts. I don't know when they're going to phase this stuff out. They always bring back the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, which is cool. I mean, it's for Christmas, so it makes sense, and seems fun. I've not tried it yet. I don't know, maybe at some point I'll give it a try. Right now I have so much coffee up there, I don't really want to order anything else. Fantastic. As always, such good coffee. But yeah, we had a great weekend. Didn't touch any coffee, so, which is kind of a bummer. But what are you gonna do? I mean, that makes Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays oh so much better. And this will last probably for a good 20 minutes. Thank you for watching this morning. I really appreciate it. We'll figure something out tomorrow. I never know. I like to play it by ear. It's more fun that way. Oh, and these are the peonies. You can kind of see this one's getting ready to bloom, and this one's working its way. His peonies back there I think they've run their course. There may be a couple more, but the big giant blooms that we've actually seen here last week, they came out and they were beautiful. So his flowers back there look really good. Maybe we'll go take a look at that tomorrow and see what we got left back there. But as of right now, I'm going to say thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. You're all great. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.